How is it going? Welcome back to the hashtag Lockboss Show and Giveaway. Of course, we have a special guest today. We're going to have some fun. And of course, I'm going to be drinking some Topo Chico. Cheers to all of you out there drinking something as well. Before I get going, though, you can notice this bottle is different. This is the Twist of Lime. And this actually just came in the mail today. Got actually 6 of them total, 4 of them in a little case like this, and 2 extras. And it was a gift from one of you. Unfortunately, after inspecting every little square inch of that box, I could not find a name. So, first of all, whoever sent it, I want to say thank you. But more importantly, I would like to know who actually did. So if you end up watching this video, definitely let me know. Of course, I'm going to be enjoying these Twist of Lime, and it's delicious too. So cheers. Pretty good. I'm kind of reminds me a little bit of like 7-Up or something like that. But all right. So of course we have a special guest today. So I'm going to go ahead and hop right into the show. And yeah, James says, I think Julio sent that. Julio, if it was you, play a little bit of that music. Let us know. I mean, I know you like to hide in the background somewhere. But let's see here. Up. Is it? FTRV Denny says they didn't give an option for a note. FTRV Denny, is that you who sent this to me? I think maybe. I don't know. Definitely let me know. But let's see here. All right. So let's go ahead and open the show up and get it started. All right. So here we go. Posts of the week. This post comes from Dennis M. Dennis M says, thank you all for the nice card and cool stickers. I wanted that Bit Picky magnet so much. I was searching online for one, but couldn't find it. Well, Dennis, that's because those items we only give away to winners. We don't sell them. Now you sent it to me. The hoodie feels like it's very good quality and looks great. Dennis, first of all, congrats. I like seeing all the stuff you have sitting there. I even see a Lockboss mat in the background. And just want to say thanks for taking the picture, and curious to know where you're going to put the, when it comes to locks, I'm a bit picky sticker. So very cool. Next up is from Stanley G, also known as Polar Bear 7334, says, I love wearing my hoodie. Very cool. Yeah, that, you know what? I actually have one of those hoodies finally now. I even washed it this weekend and I didn't wear it today. What was I thinking? But yeah, very cool. And for those of you who don't have one of those, the cool part about that hoodie is that all of those pics are life size. So really cool. And Stanley, I can also see, I like seeing, got a couple key machines sitting back there. I can see a lock you got from us up there, one of those Advantage levers. Very cool. And the entry armor plate. Good stuff. So thanks for sending that picture in. All right, next up, we have the comment of the week. This one comes from Robert Patton 762, says, thanks, PJ and Tony, for the great discussion. Having 5 24-hour passes is such a great backup to have. Things happen, and it's better to be prepared than not. Lockboss preparedness. I like it. Yeah, I thought that was a fun, great conversation with Tony. As all of you know who've watched that episode and other ones, you know, we have Tony is one of my good friends, and it's always fun having him on talking about things. So I like it. All right, so here we go. I didn't mean to cruise too quickly through that, but I really wanted to get to our special guest today. Now, before I bring him on here, I just want to say just a little history, okay? So John, you know, it surprises me I have not brought him on yet, asked him, begged him to come on yet, because John and I go way back. We'll bring him on. I'll try to get the date right. Probably 2008, 2010. John is one of the nicest people I've met. He's always been very encouraging. He's been a big supporter of me and CLK for well over a decade. And I think he's a great person that all of us can learn things from. So I'm excited for you all to meet him if you already don't know him, and we get to hang out a little bit on the internet. So it's pretty cool. So without further ado, Mr. John Liggett.
Good afternoon.
Hey there. Hey, so we got to talk for a brief moment here before we came live. So thanks, but I'm really looking forward to not only introducing you to everybody who doesn't know you, but having a fun conversation. So thanks for being here, John. But let's start off with what year did we start doing business together? Do you have any idea?
A little closer to 2000.
Okay.
You were a young man.
Yeah. Did I have any kids yet?
Pardon me?
Did I have any? I probably didn't have any kids yet.
No, you didn't. You were just getting married.
Okay, yeah. So shoot, that would have been, I got married in 2005. So
okay, so prior to getting married. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. So one of the cool parts is that you're not only a friend but a customer who's kind of been around since the very beginning when I was answering the phone and going all that stuff, and we talked for many years all the time on the phone.
Actually, you were still driving a van.
Oh, I was.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So that would have put me right in 04, beginning of 04-ish.
Yep.
I still drive in a van. I like it.
It's been a pleasure. Hey, is that non-alcohol that you're drinking?
It is non-alcohol.
Oh, okay, we just checking.
Okay, yeah, no. Hey, if I start getting a little silly in a bit, we know why. All right, maybe something got planted.
Okay.
But John, so you were in Bakersfield, California, and you started a locksmith business there. And which was wildly successful. I remember I used to take your orders, right? And all the different stuff you had going on. You really ramped it up. And then you ended up, for a bunch of different reasons, moving to another area.
Yes.
And what area is that exactly again?
I live in Paso Robles, which is directly straight across heading towards the coast from Bakersfield. So now I live an hour from the ocean.
Okay. Yeah. So in Paso Robles.
If you want to look on a map, it'd be just west of Hearst Castle in Paso Robles.
Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. So it's what, 2 hours from Bakersfield where you moved, isn't it? Something like that? Okay.
Correct.
Yep. Perfect. So through the evolution of these two businesses, I got to get really a front seat in you starting, developing, running. I have over the years talked about a key route, and that came from you doing that key route years ago. And so I've referenced. Yep. Yeah. So I've referenced a key route over the years from a customer, and it's John was the person who I was referencing on that. But so John, when you started out in establishing yourself in these two different areas, was it easy for you, hard for you? Kind of walk us through a little bit, if you could, what that was like.
First of all, you have to have God in your life, because without God, you're not going to do anything. And got to kick a lot of stones. It takes a lot of leg work, a lot of knocking on doors. Once you get established and somebody will back you up and say, hey, this is a good, or our company will say that you're doing good and we really appreciate it and we like it, then you start getting the door open for you, because word of mouth sells so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was back when the telephone book was still around, and I had some little stickers made of a van. It said lockout, and it fit right on the telephone booth where you put your money in and you go ching ching. Yeah, so
Okay.
you had to look at it, on the phone booth. But it's just a lot of legwork, a lot of talking, meeting people. Um,
Yeah.
as you said, a key business Bakersfield. I gave the business to her in Bakersfield, and she does extremely well with real estate and commercial.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just saw an order come through. I think I just happened to see her name on an order the other day, Janelle. So, Janelle, thanks for that. But so when you were trying to get established, you were trying to make a lot of connections. Did you go to like any business groups, chamber of commerce type stuff, or like what did it look like when you went from waking up in the morning to starting to like, hey, I don't have any work right now. I need to go get my name out. Like, do you have any examples or stories on that?
I do automotive, safe, commercial, and residential. So I do a variety. I would just go and visit all the car dealers. I can take care of your work for you now. You don't have to, because where I'm at the moment, there's nothing around. It's like a baby Napa here. I live in the middle on a ranch in middle of vineyards. So I do a lot of old trucks. And once I got my foot in the door, my dad was good friends with the owner of the GMC dealer. So immediately I started getting work for them, and I would go to all these ranches. I would work after hours also, because the ranch hands in my area get off at 5 o'clock. I'd start working at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Do like they do in Mexico, take a siesta during the afternoon.
Okay.
Honestly, and then start working. And I didn't charge them extra for it, because I want them to be able to provide for their family.
Okay, so it sounds like you kind of mixed up your business hours a little bit. Instead of considering after 5, overtime or double time.
For certain people, I do. For the vineyards and the ranches and so forth, because the mechanic on their facility is the one getting me the work, and they pay no complaints. They never complain about the work. I mean, you just take care of them fairly. That's the whole problem and the whole deal in our business, is being fair. Being honest and being fair.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so did you get involved with any chamber of commerce or any business type groups or whatever?
I did get involved with the Chamber of Commerce in Paso Robles, but it really didn't avail to anything. They really didn't help. They just, okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so I mean, it really sounds that where most of how you really established your business was, like if you've been in an area for any amount of time, you either have friends or family that are in the community and kind of know people, and by kind of doing work for the people you do know, and then doing good work and them telling others is kind of seems like that's really how you got the ball rolling.
And go to real estate offices. Offer them a key service. That's what my daughter has. Janelle, she has Locksmith in Bakersfield, and she offers first thing in the morning. She has a key service. Takes care of all her clients, make sure they have all working keys. Probably 3 or 4 offices, 5 offices. I'm not sure now. And then she goes on about her day. But that's really brought in a lot of business. That really helped the business in Bakersfield take off.
Was doing that key service. And so you would go around like you would have a route. Yes. And they always knew that, hey, we're going to see you every Tuesday around 9 or something.
Correct. We would call them first thing in the morning. We'd have a list of places to call. We'd call them, hey, and the gal at the front desk, the receptionist, would already have a list for us made. And, we would say we would be there approximately between 10 and 11 in the morning. And so if you have any extras, please, let us know.
Okay.
Yeah. And that really worked out. I mean, that really made the business do well and got our name out there. And we stamp our keys with our name. If it doesn't have our name stamp, we don't warranty it.
Okay.
Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Kmart, any of those access machines, they have a 75 to 80% failure rate. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. And so by having your name on the key, obviously, that you cut it. It's good extra advertising. I mean, as you know, that's something my dad's always been really into, as well as making sure you stamp every one of those keys. Now, quick question. Do you stamp them when you cut them, or do you stamp them when you get them and just like stamp out a box of 50, or you do it as you cut?
You could do that with, house keys, but I do a lot of auto keys, so I only stamp them when I cut them.
Okay.
Yeah, because
yeah. So when you went from having the business, your Locksmith business in Bakersfield, and then it was time with a bunch of life events to move to where you are now. So you moved the business and you're kind of starting over in a lot of ways, right? Like, was it hard when you had so much momentum back in Bakersfield to really kind of pound the streets again? Or by that time, have you just kind of built up so much acumen that you kind of know, like, hey, you kind of see opportunities and then go and talk to them?
I just knew where to go start looking again, but offering a key service didn't work in this location.
It didn't?
No, none at all. So,
okay.
I mean, there's another locksmith shop in town that has a brick and mortar building. And if somebody wants keys, just keys cut, I send them to them. I don't carry a bunch of keys. I carry what I need to for my customers, and then the auto keys.
Okay.
What I can, and my deal is that I'll go about anywhere you want me to go. I mean, if you need me to go out in the ocean, let's go. I got a boat. I'll go. Yeah. I make keys for airplanes.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean, well, you're one of those locksmiths that have been in the business so long. Like, I mean, you just have the skills to work with locks. Like, I mean, like whether it's a safe or an airplane, you're like, hey, I can do this.
Yeah. Right? You have to go into it with thinking like that. But see, if you already got somebody on your side when you go in through that front door, you have courage already. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So you tried the key service the key route in your new area there. Mm-hmm. Didn't really work, but then it sounds like you started to identify in the area there's a lot of labor work. And so it sounds like you kind of shifted the business model a little bit to be like, hey, there's an opportunity here to serve these customers. I just have to kind of change my hours a little bit.
Absolutely. I try to make it, especially when they're working all day and they, to take care of their family, and they all get off at the same time. Okay, I'll just take a long lunch. No biggie. I work by myself. And I live out in the ranches, so it's usually not too far. And, work on a Saturday for them, most of these folks out here that are working on these Hispanics that are working up here are good folks. Do you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of them get bad names. There's a lot of bad happening at the border, and these people up here don't want nothing to do with them people. They flat out will tell you, but they're good people. So why not treat them as good people? It's called
Absolutely.
respect. You know,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for your dad and you, I would never started. I'd never been able to start.
Really?
You guys have been such a blessing to me that you don't even know about.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then I had a customer call me. I saw a locksmith van in my town that doesn't belong here because I know everybody. And I saw he called me up and he says, explained who he was. He said, "You made me a key in 2010." And I was just so impressed that I went to school and learned how to be a locksmith. I said, "Well, congratulations." So he
Wow.
he lives about 50 miles away from him. I said, "That's great." I said, "If you want to just take care of the work on the other side of that mountain, fantastic. I'll take care of this side. I if you need a question answered, call me and ask me. As long as I know you're a good locksmith and doing good and not, some of them other ones like, you know what I mean? They do shady work. I don't deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't deal with those folks at all. At all.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. Very
No,
good
yeah.
stuff. So I want to make sure for all of you who are watching, if you have any questions for John, go ahead and throw them in the chat here, and I'll try to ask him a few. Before I do that, I've seen a couple comments here. Let me, where are you located? Let me see here. Oh, it looks like Lux NY says, I take long lunches, then I'm back up for 3 hours.
Yeah, understand.
Let's see here. Okay, here's a question from Jimmy J from Iowa Lock Doc. He says, hey, John, are you on Google, and how hard was it to get listed, my friend?
I'm not techno smart. Let me see. Oh, what is that? Big is it Big Daddies or Daddy something like that?
GoDaddy?
There you go. That's where I started. Like I said, I'm not too sharp on all that.
Okay.
So I really can't honestly give you an answer.
Okay.
I grew up shaking hands and meeting them face to face.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it sounds like you haven't really relied on Google at all for your business. You're out shaking hands and meeting people.
absolutely.
Like old school style, right?
Yes, sir. I still have books.
Let's see here. Sean C says, so many locksmiths and mechanics come to us for their lock and key needs. Reputation and word of mouth means a lot.
Totally correct. And I take care of the shops. I give them a better deal than I will the general public, because if they can't make money off me, then you can't use me. This is what I tell them.
Okay. And so
you got to be the shop has to be able to make, you pays me, but I make my prices so that you can make money off me, because you have to.
Okay. And for example, on for an automotive, let's say like a retail price is $300. What kind of discount are you giving to the shops, like ballpark-ish? Are we talking like 20%, 40%?
It depends on what I'm doing. I mean, if it's all labor, $300 would be tearing a Honda steering column apart and repairing it. I do a lot of them, and I just charge them, $225, 200, $250. Depends on how hard it is to get it done.
Okay, so somewhere between a 20 to 40, 30% discount.
Absolutely, because you understand it's only labor for you. It's only a little time.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
that little time is going to come back and favor you in the long run. There's
Absolutely.
also an idea that I'm going to pass along to your viewers
Okay.
is go and have a little metal sticker, the silk chrome sticker with your name and Locksmith, and even do it as a key and put it in the middle of their back window. Because
Okay.
you're going to somebody will always see it and it will catch their eye.
Interesting.
And it's not very much money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Jimmy J, on that, I believe I'm going to have lunch with Sam next week. I'll make sure I bring that up. Adrian, hey, how's it going? He says, John, what vehicle are you running?
Transit Connect, and I have 100,000 miles on it. And as the problems I've had with it, zero.
Wow.
I've had no problems with it at all. It's just been a go-getter. I had a GMC 3500 diesel van prior to it, and I can't get inside the back of my little van and go to the bathroom when you have to in the middle of nowhere. Locksmiths understand what I just said. 5 gallon bucket, friends.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you gotta go. You gotta go. When nature calls, you gotta do it.
Oh man, that's true. We have another here from S&M Lock and Key. Says, hey John, are you mobile only, or do you have a brick and mortar store front as well?
When I first started, I had a brick and mortar for 3 months. Made $500. After 3 months, I shut my brick and mortar store and never opened another one. All your business is going to be on the road. If you have, if there's a decent brick and mortar shop in town, send them the business to go have, keys cut. You don't want to just do keys. You want to do the real work.
Yeah.
Yep. And always leave them your customer on a residential 4 keys stamped with your name, because they will always call you back.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's so true having that. It's just such an easy win having your name on a key.
Yeah. I've had a car wash call me and said that they found my keys when they cleaned out the vacuum one day. I said, no, those were one of my customers. I don't stamp my keys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to know where they go.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, good, John. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out. I think I told you I'd keep you about 15 minutes, and I think I've kept you now for over a half hour. So thanks for hanging in there with me. And I really appreciate you coming on and hanging out. And hopefully this won't be the last time either. I'd like to have you on more often. And I just have fun talking to you. I mean, I can remember your voice. It has a special ring to me. So it's always great talking to you.
All right, my friend. Have a great day. Merry Christmas, and tell Dad I said hello.
Will do, John.
And you know what? Let me tell you one thing before I go. Your staff is awesome, and I want people to know that I've never, since 2000, have had a problem with CLK Supplies. Never.
Well, thank you, John. I appreciate that.
And if they can't, they'll find out an answer for you, which you've been great at.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I sincerely appreciate your support for well over, I guess we're getting close to 2 decades.
Yeah.
It really means a lot to me, and a lot to the staff, and to even my own family, of your support, because truly that's how we make money, right? We have to sell supplies. So I appreciate
a family business. There's so few of those left. And it doesn't matter to me. I'd rather spend $1 or $2 more with a family business than one belongs to a corporation, because that money goes just to China. Whereas I know where my money goes. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey.
absolutely, John. Well, thank you.
All right. God bless you and your family.
Yep, you as well.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Well, how cool was that, man? What a blast having John on with us. Julio, I didn't hear you playing any music or getting crazy at all, though. So that's a little confusing. But hey, come on now. But all right, let's go ahead and keep on going and head into this week's winners. So before we do, though, of course, we need to make sure we all get onto the same page. At CLKsupplies.com or call us today, 100-848-6989, and we'll send your gifts soon. How to win. Comment on our videos with the hashtag Lockboss. Winners will be chosen from comments on previous week's videos for our weekly giveaway. You will also be entered in to win one of two $2,000 shopping sprees at CLKsupplies.com. The winner will be announced on December 28th, 2023, also known as what? 2-ish weeks from Thursday. So pretty cool. Excited to announce those winners. And of course, even more exciting is season 3 right around the corner. All right. With that being said, winner number 1 is Iowa Lock Doc. Hey, how cool that you won. Congratulations. Winner number 2 is Mr. Tech Key. Congratulations. Winner number 3 is Chichuck 1. Chichuck, congratulations. Winner number 4 is Jeff Huggins 9142. And last but not least, winner number 5 is John Shelton. John, congratulations. And of course, we still have for a little bit longer our Lockboss Lockpick lineup full zip hoodie going on. You can purchase it, or even better, you can get it for free with orders over $432.10. And I know so many of you have been taking advantage of that because we've been flying through those things. So that's what we have going on. So, hey, thank you for hanging out, being with us. It was great fun talking to John. And of course, I still want to know who sent me these lovely Twist of Lime Topo Chicos. And I think actually I'm going to bring one home to my wife because I don't think she's ever had one of these, and they're really good. I think she'll like it. But with that being said, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a part of the conversation by commenting on our videos. Much appreciated. And I guess we'll see you same place, same time next week. I plan to have the Lockfather on, and we'll be talking about many things, including the video coming this Sunday. So we have a video coming out this Sunday that is different than any other video we've ever done. And it was just a real life scenario that as it was happening, I'm like, you know what? I had a couple of my kids with me. And I'm like, hey, turn on the camera. Let's just record this. And so that's what we did. So excited to share that with you all. And it should be a good fun. But anyways, you all have a wonderful and safe Tuesday evening. And we'll see you same place, same time next week. We'll see you. you.